And remember to mute everybody.
Do I have time to go on Facebook?
What if I were to suggest that you play a key role in the awakening world? And that you are watching this because you have heard the call. We can start right now by opening our hearts and minds. Welcome to the awakening world.
Good morning, everybody. I love the new sparkles of our new, slightly edited video. Welcome to the Sacred Sunday edition of The Awakening World. I am Love Coach Scott Katamas. I'm your host. And oh my God, I'm excited because I'm looking and seeing so many people that I love that are already in our Zoom room. It's going to be a fun show today. We're going to have a community conversation. We're going to talk with all of you. And we've got Shri and Kira coming up from Ecuador. We have Fanny is with us. She's going to play harp. Our beloved brother Omoshar is here. He's going to play music. In a moment, I'll lead a meditation, but I also want to invite all the people that are watching on Facebook or on YouTube to join us. The Global Peace Tribe, for any of you that are kind of watching us for the first time, we are a wonderful, ever-growing, truly global group of friends that are all meeting each other, to be honest, kind of through our common desire to acknowledge that our planet is waking up. We are in this incredible time in human history of consciousness rising, and we're all supporting each other. And so we do 3 or more online shows every day. That feels like every day, every week, on Wednesday nights, on Saturday nights, on Sunday mornings, bringing amazing human beings and all about the different issues that are up, how to have better relationships, how to understand what's going on in our spiritual lives, what's really happening with the awakening of the planet, the awakening of the human species. So come join the Global Peace Tribe. And today's a great day to do it because we're going to be interacting very, very deeply with the people in our Zoom room. So it's really easy to join us. All you got to do is go to globalpeacetribe.com. That's our website, globalpeacetribe.com. And when you get there, just click where it says register for the new season, and that'll take you to the registration page. And as I said, we do 3 or more shows every week. So for example, on Wednesday, we were celebrating the RelationFlix Summit, which is happening this afternoon and evening. I'll be teaching there. I definitely want to encourage everybody to swing on over the Relationship Summit today. Last night, we had a beautiful show on unleashing the power of the heart. We had people coming to us from Hungary, from Portugal. We always have Dorina from Ecuador, and amazing leaders from the HeartMath Institute, and the Global Coherence Pulse, really talking about the power of the heart in very practical ways. It was an amazing show. If you missed it, make sure you go back and watch it. In fact, if you register, what happens is you get on our email list, and then you'll get the replays, the recordings of all of our shows. And then here's today's show, featuring our beloved brother Omar Shar, who we're going to hear from in just a moment. So come join the Global Peace Tribe. And as you're going to hear about today, we have all sorts of events happening, including an upcoming retreat that's going to take place in the Los Angeles area at the end of March. So I'm a little wound up, and so I'm going to calm us down a little bit. The beautiful, magnificent Fanny is going to be a little bit of where she is. Hi, Fanny, with her new harp. We'll hear all about the story of the new harp. I see Scotty Satori is applauding. So, love. It's also beautiful to see that we've got people from all over. Hey, Connie and Andrew are in the house. That means we've got people here from Colorado, Canada, Ecuador, California, Florida, and so it's really beautiful. All right, so let's get ready to drop in together. I want to invite everybody to close your eyes unless you're operating a motor vehicle or a bicycle, and remember to mute yourselves. And let's drop into the beautiful sound that is heart. Start taking some deep breaths together, breathing at your own pace. Oh, the harp is so beautiful. Listen to the harp gently, allow my voice to just guide us. Invite us all to just drop into ourself. What's happening in the universe of you? How well resourced are you this morning? Did you get enough rest last night? How's your belly feel? Is it full? Did you have a good breakfast? Or how's the physical body temple? Places where there's a little discomfort, maybe places that consistently are uncomfortable, or anything you're noticing right now? If there are places in your body where there's discomfort, just sending some love, saying, hey, I hear you, neck, your knees or tummy, wherever it may be, and I love you. Sending you some good love right now. Remembering to breathe deeply as we do this. What's your emotional state? Some of the emotions that you've already experienced this morning. Maybe comfortable emotions like relaxed, happy, joyful. Uncomfortable emotions like confused or sad. There are no bad feelings, just uncomfortable ones. Part of life. What else do you notice about yourself in this moment? We are family. We are the Global Peace Tribe. We are a community coming together online or more in person to support each other. So whatever's going on with you, whether it's wonderful or really hard, you are welcome. Continuing to listen to her beautiful harp. Go to gallery view, open your eyes, and turn on your cameras, and let's look at the beautiful members of our Global Peace Tribe that we get to share time with. Fanny and Omashar, Lori and Scotty and Sage, Albiana, Karen Eisenberg and Connie, Tara and Roger and George, Donna and Lynn and Leaf and Reverend Jeffrey from Florida, Charlotte and Dia. And there's Maureen, she comes from British Columbia. Beautiful to see each and every one of you. Turn it over now to our beloved brother Omashar with his opening song.
Look in the chat and sing along. How could anyone ever tell you that you're anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? And how deeply you're connected to my soul. Okay, say, how could anyone ever tell you you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? And how deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? And how deeply you're connected to my soul. One more time. And how could anyone ever tell you you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? And how deeply you're connected to my soul.
Look at all these beautiful souls. Oh. Well, I love, that's the first time you played that song, I think, for us. And I love that song, Omashar.
It's actually a song by a good time, a friend of mine who's a Unity minister called Kathy Zavada. And she's in the Unity of Lake, I think, in Tahoe. But we used to do events together in Mount Shasta, and she wrote this series of beautiful sing together soul songs. And this morning I was wondering what to play today, and he just knocked on my head and said, "Play this song." And so,
Great choice.
yeah,
We've got people in tears,
it's
and
it's a phenomenal song, brother. And
Oh,
yeah.
sure. Can I comment on this song because it has deep, deep history and memory for me. And so for me to find out where the source is and for you to play this today is just a miracle because every year on my birthday, my mentor Antigua, who brought Starhawk to our community in Minneapolis and helped us start our whole big, huge circle of women that we did ritual with for many years called Spider Women. And every year on my birthday, she would record that on my voicemail, that song. And it's just a lovely voice. So I just like.
It's absolutely beautiful. And so I'll put in the chat where you can actually get her music.
Finding it coming around through this community is so healing. She's no longer alive. So it's like, but she is alive. She's still working her magic.
Oh, Sage, thank you.
Wow.
Sage, that's wonderful. I same thing. I've known this song for 30 years, but I had no idea where it originated from, who first wrote it. So it's wonderful to be learning this from you, Om Ashar.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. And we did a series of events every year in Mount Shasta, actually at Stewart Mineral Springs. They were like 9-day retreats. It was the most amazing. By the third day, everything is gone from your personality. By the fourth day, everybody's in love with each other. By the fifth day, there's only love. And you know how it is on a deepening retreat. And so I bless Kathy Zavada for mentoring and bringing me into this ilk of music. So there we are.
Oh, we bless you. Thank you, Om Ashar, for bringing that in today. And
put it in the chat now.
And a reminder, of course, we always want to support Om Ashar. Last night, somebody was talking about how they bought his album and they're listening to it. And, let's really do that. Let's support Om Ashar. Let's buy his albums. Well, welcome to our community conversation. We're going to be doing this at least once a month. And so how wonderful that Sage jumped right in. And Sage has led the way. This is a day that we want to hear from all of you, or at least some of you. We're going to have visits from Tangela and Shri and Kira coming in from Ecuador, because we've got some really important stuff that we're planning. One thing I want to hear from people about is some of the shows and the topics that you'd like to see us do more of. And you can put that in the chat box, or if any of you want to say it verbally, just raise your hand. There's a little function if you are on your computer, if you scroll down, there's like a little toolbar at the bottom, and there's a thing called reactions. If you click reactions, and then you click raise your hand like I just did, then that lets me know that you would like to come on and speak. So I'm going to go to gallery view for a moment, see if anybody wants to share anything. If anybody wants to, kind of share a little bit about what are some of the topics and some of the themes you'd like to see more of. Oh my gosh, everybody's so shy. I can't believe that. Oh, Karen Eisenberg, thank you so much. All right.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Karen. Good morning.
Hi. Oh my gosh, it's wonderful to be here always. And thank you for inviting us to do this today.
Yeah.
I because of moving into this new world and new communities building up, such as ourselves, I would love to perhaps have more people come in who are doing some really neat new community living, what they're doing. And, that's where I'm at and that's where I'm headed. And I think it would be really special.
Yeah. Thank you. So just so I'm clear, kind of like people that are living in intentional communities, what it's like, what some of the things that they're doing are.
Yes.
Yeah. I will reach out. I don't know if you happen to see it. A long time ago, probably a year and a half ago, we had a Sacred Sunday show with a woman named Cynthia Tina. Cynthia Tina wrote the book about alternative communities. She traveled all over, and she was a really delightful guest, actually. So I will reach out to Cynthia Tina and see if she can make another return to the show.
That would
and
be
also see who she would suggest that are people who are, creating or living in unique communities.
yes. Thank you.
And where are some of the community? Are you still looking in the Asheville area, or are you open to
Y-
other locations?
I'm open to other locations, but North Carolina would be a great place to start since I'm here.
Yeah, well, Asheville is on my list of 5 possible.
I know, I heard. So
Yeah.
hopefully I'll see you there at the end of the year in October or so.
Karen, thank you so much for breaking the ice. Hey, let's all twinkle Karen, because it takes courage to be the first person up to stage to jump up and share a little bit. So thank you so much for that. Let's see if anybody else raised their hand. Anybody else want to? Hey, Dia, terrific. All right. Good morning, Dia.
Good morning. Good morning. I have to use my telephone. Oh, thank the thinkable for having telephones. I would love to have more on the show about what the creative people are doing with the education of our young ones. I became an educator back in the 60s, and the books we were reading then, like Aquarian Conspiracy by Marilyn Ferguson, it portended all these paradigm shifts in every aspect of our culture, societies, and education. What do we? There's no words. That's important and maximum. So my nephew is a school teacher in a very challenging situation in a school in California, mostly Spanish speaking. He's been an educator now for 10 years in this. And I have a membership for him, of us, the Global Peace Tribe. And I would love for him to see what other people in the world, he's very, very global, are doing with our education systems. What are the specifics of that's already established? I know they are in Finland and a lot of places. That's what I'd like to see more of.
That's a great idea, Dia. You're absolutely right. And I will absolutely create a show. I'll make sure we do another show on alternative communities, and we'll do a show on innovative education for our young people.
Yes. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. See, it's really helpful for me. Thank you.
Namaste.
2 great new ideas. I'm going to go to the chat box for a moment, and then I hope a few others will pipe in. So Connie did put in, she's created a YouTube link, and I'm going to put it on our Global Peace Tribe YouTube channel as well, from last week when we were at the Conscious Life Expo. And she shared about the 10 assumptions with her beloved Andrew, and then there was wonderful harp music, or not just harp, but wonderful music with Fanny and Vigari. So that's a great link, and that's a good link to share with people who want to get a sense of, okay, well, what are some things that happen on Global Peace Tribe, but they're not ready to watch a whole show. That's a good 20 minutes, so they get a little bit of a music experience, a little bit of an inspirational experience, because boy, those 10 assumptions are brilliant. They're absolutely brilliant. Dorina writes, with the rising attention to and demand for plant medicines, entheogens, and psychedelic medicines, both in the United States and globally, and the amazing shows and presenters, guests we've had so far, I would love to have more of those include both the Western views as well as the indigenous practices and perspectives. There's another great suggestion. Thank you, Dorina. I agree. We used to do a lot of shows with indigenous elders, and I haven't done one in quite a while. So it's a reminder to do that as well. And it so happens that while we're in Los Angeles, on Tuesday, the 28th, we're going to be at the Wisdom for the big Convergence event. But I just learned one of my clients is playing at the Wisdom that same weekend at a psychedelic conference that's also calling itself Convergence, only it's all about psychedelia. And she's put together a whole program. She leads plant medicine ceremonies all over the world with her husband, their coach. And we just had this amazing, oh my God, we're both going to be at the Wisdom in the same week. So I'm imagining some of us going over there on Saturday night for her show. So for those of you who make it to the LA for our retreat, there's gonna be a whole Saturday night psychedelia door. You don't have to take psychedelics, so it may be possible, but there's gonna be a whole psychedelia show happening. And yes, I'll pull up the information on that event and pop it in a little bit later today. George talks about how he's doing some microdosing now. I'm going to take a look at other comments. Let's see. More of Snow Raven. Snow Raven is going to be at that same event that I was just talking about, the Saturday night event. So I'm going to see, she is in the LA area. I'm going to see if she can come to our retreat. And of course, anything that's going on at our retreat will be broadcast on the Awakening World. So don't worry, you guys will still be a part of it, even if you're not with us physically. So yes, Snow Raven will be with us at the end of March. Donna writes, anytime Jennifer Hill is on, I know it's going to be an amazing show. I'm going to pass that on to Jennifer. I will copy that message and send it to her. She and I text each other a lot. I'll send that to her this morning. That's very cool. And yes, she's great. George has been singing and dancing at CSL. That's great. Awesome. All right, now I'm going to go back down and see lots of appreciation for Omashar and Fanny's music. Oh, Connie has lots of stuff. All right, I'm going to just put you on camera, Connie. That's too much for me to read. So I'm going to bring you on. Here you are.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, you could bring on Maureen because we're going to be offering a really cool experiential adventure at the Global Peace Tribe Retreat. And along with Wowza, I don't know if you know that, Scott, but we've added Wowza to the mix. Wowza. And yeah, it's very exciting because we'll be taking people through a quantum shedding of old beliefs and ways of being, and so they can really take in deeply a new paradigm so that we can get to that place where we're headed. And we each need to do this work to get there, and also to serve the collective to get there so that we can get this thing done. So, Maureen, do you have anything to say on the subject?
Just that Wowza is incredible. And so she brings everything alive on a whole new level physically, and just opens up any creaks and limitations of just being full on and embodying your limitless self. So I'm just feeling really honored and excited and ready for that next level of taking it home, right into a full-on celebration. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
What do you bring to it, Maureen?
Oh, what I bring to it. Oh, well, the Inner Resonance Technologies piece, IRT, allows a quantum shift of your entire matrix of what's no longer relevant or useful to drag forward, and takes care of the overwhelm in that quantum superconscious level of ourselves. And poof, now we're ready for the next level.
Fantastic.
And it happens.
I'm so grateful that you're going to be there, and I want to experience you, Maureen, in person.
Yeah, well,
I have a feeling that the in-person experience is going to be very powerful.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. And if anybody here wants to message me and have a complimentary session, it's always my joy to do that. Crazy as it sounds. So it would be, it's always fun to share this.
Maureen, how do people best reach you?
Well, I guess my website, maureenedwardson.com, and or my email, maureenedwardson3@gmail.com. But my website's a good place. And it's simple, maureenedwardson.com, and just message me, because, as crazy as it sounds, my time unfolds appropriately and spontaneously in the moment that people reach out. So yeah, thanks, Jeffrey. We've done the dance together a few times, and different groups and whatnot. So yeah, it's really always fun. And I love this work so much because it's so fast.
So I pulled up your website, and again, it's Maureen Edwardson, Maureen, Edwardson.com. And right there, first thing you'll see at the very top, book your free 30-minute exploration session now. And there it is. You just give us your information. You can also sign up for her newsletter. And that's very generous of you to be offering.
Well, that says 33 minutes, but anybody from here, I'll give you a full session. So yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
Sweet.
that
Wow.
is very cool.
Listen, it's powerful, you guys. I want to tell you, we've been working with her and gone through Andrew shed his emphysema. And we even fixed our van with it. Okay, so look, anything's possible. Where we're going, we have no idea, and we're on the way. So just know we can do it. And as long as we just get those tools, and our 10 assumptions for a new paradigm are just part of that to help us understand there is, in fact, only love. And all those things we see as not love, all those things we see as not love, well, we resolve that paradox with our 10 assumptions, this construct on the nature of the universe, so that we can get into that field Rumi talks about, beyond right doing and wrong doing. Okay, so let's go, let's do it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful weaving of all of the pieces, and it's time for collaboration. It's time for bringing us all together in lots of fun ways. We're ready for the next level of fun. I don't know about you guys.
I think we need Fanny and Omashar there too to do the music piece of it.
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
Joy is the engine of the universe.
Yeah.
So Fanny's my neighbor, and I've known Fanny for years here in White Rock, so I'm really blessed. And Omashar, I know from Kauai from years ago. We did some work together, and yeah, Unity, and yeah. So I mean, it's the tribe. What can we say?
And you guys are in your White Rock. You're also close to John and Summer Raymer and Chief Phil Lane.
Yeah, exactly. We're all in this shining vortex together here.
Well, it's going to be beautiful because many of us are going to be together the last week of last week of March in Los Angeles. Really looking forward to that.
And talk about a shining vortex. We're all in the frequency. It doesn't matter where we are or when we were here on the planet. We're in that frequency. And yeah, it's just wonderful.
Beautiful. Okay, I want to hear from a few more. Thank you, Maureen. And that's, again, a really generous offer. Thank you so much for that. All right, Margie has her hand up. So I'm eager to hear what Margie has to say. Margie,
hello.
I got to meet you at the Conscious Life Expo last weekend.
Yes, it was such a fabulous expo. It was really great to be together with all those people. In fact, I said to you, why don't we have a commune where we could all live together?
So it may happen, let's face it, we might all find ourselves living together in Maui or Asheville, North Carolina, or Ashland, so we're close to the Twin Ray.
Well, one of the things I wanted to say is I second the motion on what Karen said about more information on viable intentional communities, because I've been looking for that, and I'm sure a lot of people are interested in that. So I second the motion on that, and on the enlightened education. I've been involved in enlightened education, so I can give you some ideas on things to bring to the table as well for that. But the other thing that I would like to see a show on is, you've done so many shows on sacred activism, and then we've had so many people that do incredible works of charity, but then, the show ends and I don't know how to plug into it. So I would like to have, some kind of show that gives us an avenue for getting involved with what other people are doing, other than just giving money. Really, if we want to get involved physically, and even people who are doing trips to other countries or other parts of this country to do, some sacred activism for, some project. because I'm free to go here and there, and I would love to do it with other like-minded people.
Let's all go build a school with Margie in Guatemala.
I love it. Let's do it, except I have to learn Spanish.
Yeah. No, you're right. And actually, what I'm interpreting you're saying, or how it's landing in my brain, Margie, is when we are having guests, to really try and find all the wonderful people that are doing things, who are doing things where we actually can physically be involved. Of course, donating money is great, but for those people like yourself, where can we go build a school? Where can we go work with people?
And it could even be short-term projects.
Yeah.
Where we're going. A friend of mine once went to Tibet and they brought solar lamps to a community that had no electricity. It could be anything like that, but it's a way to do that sacred activism, but also build our global peace tribe community, get to know each other and be together doing good work together.
Or we do service projects together. I love that idea, Margie. That's Twinkle Margie. That was great. All right, I see hands are coming up now. I'm very excited. So we're going to go to Roger, then Donna, and then Karen Eisenberg. Margie,
thanks for listening. And nice to see all of you. Hi, Karen. Hi, Omashar. Well, some of these people I've met.
What a wonderful family we have, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Margie. Hey, Roger, you're up. Camera's on you, Roger. But you're muted. You have to unmute.
There, can you hear me now?
Yay. Hi, Roger.
Quote a famous phrase. Take off on the plant medicine. Some of us are kind of like iffy about it, but I know Bonnie's not really into that. But along that line, I'd like to see more shows on healthy aging as we grow older. We're in our mid-70s, and just more shows on healthy aging. I like what was just said about knowing how to get more involved in community. I love the idea of a community, global peace tribe, maybe a global peace tribe community near Ashland. That would be wonderful. Got some stuff from the supplements from Twin Ray, and I feel they're helping. And so yeah, it's stuff like that would be awesome. Just to know how to keep our bodies healthy and well. You hear a lot of stuff, and love last night's on the heart stuff. And I've been involved. I've known about HeartMath for years. I even have some of their tools. So yeah, it's all good, but yeah, more on the growing healthy aging, and what can we do to keep our bodies strong and healthy, as well as the community up in Ashland. That would be awesome. So
you got it. We'll do that, Roger.
Yeah.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hi.
Good to see you too. You got it. I've added that to the notes. And I will read some more comments, including Doreena's in a moment, but I'm going to go to Donna next. Hi, Donna. Camera's on you.
Thanks. Hi, Scott. Hi, everybody. So I'm enjoying everybody's suggestions that they've been making. I think they're really interesting. I have kind of a back office thoughts for you, Scott. One of them, I sent you a YouTube video a while back. I never know if you get anything that I send, so I don't know how to do things like this, but it was this amazing woman she was either in Norway or Finland, and she has 4 million followers online.
Wow.
And she sent out a message to them because she does videos regularly. And she said, if you could address 4 million people, what would you say? She compiled this amazing video. It was like a 20-minute video of just snippets. And it was so empowering to realize how many people around our world are these beacons of light that are making such a difference on this planet. And it was just, because sometimes when people get too hung up in the news, they think our world's falling apart, and it's not. It's the furthest thing. There's just so much going on. It was so beautiful. And I thought, I didn't know if it was somebody maybe you would want to contact, or if you could possibly use part of her YouTube video, but I just felt it was amazing. So, and the other thing, it was a little bit what somebody else was saying earlier, I would love to have some kind of a follow-up. And I know this is more work for you, so I don't know how to make this happen. But there have been times where you or someone on the show has mentioned something, and we've either not gotten a link, or I'm like always copying things down like crazy. I don't know if we could do like a follow-up just to the people that have registered to say, here are people's links, or like, one of the things that comes to mind was when you were in LA and you spoke about X39, I think it was some kind of, and I really wanted that patch. There you go. And I went online, and of course I needed your ID number to put in, but we didn't get that. And so those would be the kind of follow-ups that I think would be really helpful for people to be able to have that. And as I say, I know that's more work for you. I don't know if you have anyone who can assist you in helping to put things like that together, but it would be really helpful. I would love it.
Well, thank you. These are, you've brought up some really good topics. I need help. I need support. I really do. A well-meaning friend today said, Scott, you really should take an afternoon off. And honestly, right now, I can't even imagine taking an afternoon off because I am juggling so much. Because I have my day job as a coach, as well as hosting and producing these shows. So I tell you, if people are looking for a community service project, I could really use an assistant or two to do some of the things that you're talking about, because I don't have the time right now to follow up on all the wonderful suggestions. I get several suggestions a day, and I want to watch all those videos and I want to check it out, and I just don't have the time. So if anybody watching right now would really like to become a support person, part of the support team for Global Peace Tribe, God, I would love that.
But how can we do that if we're not in your area? I used to be in Tiburon, but not anymore.
We do it all online. Just do everything online. I'm traveling all over the place. I'm in Tiburon this week, then I'm going to Sedona for a month. So, people don't have to be with me the old days of being next to each other.
That's true. That's true.
It's all online. It's all online. So if anybody wants to volunteer some time to be of support, I would love that. I need that.
I'd be happy to help you.
Great. Thank you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the best way to reach me is to text me, to text my cell phone. That's always the best way to reach me. Second best way to reach me is on Facebook Messenger, for people who use Facebook Messenger. Those are the two things that I check the most often. Okay. I do use WhatsApp, I use Voxer, but I don't check them as often. So I'm going to put into the chat box my cell phone text number. Text me, Donna, we'll figure out. And anybody else who would like to become part of the Global Peace Tribe support team, send me a text message and I'll get back to you in the next 48 hours. And we'll figure out how we can play together, which would be really awesome. And I love your suggestions, Donna. So let's do them, okay?
Thank you.
And I did not see what you sent me. I'm sure you sent it to me and it went into where everything else does. So send it to me again, but
I'll find that video. I'll see what
find it and text it to me. Thank you, Donna.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I see that a lot of messages have come in. So Atira, I'm going to put the spotlight on you. You can share what you want to share. I'm going to listen and also look at the messages.
Okay. Mine is more of a practical nature, and we can talk about this privately, but I still am offering to maybe minimize the chaos around the kitchen of our retreat, but I don't have any sense of what the physical setup is going to be yet. So, and I would love to know if my words are too rattling for people, that they don't want any more organization around the kitchen. So please feel free to get back to me on that. And I have several ideas I would love to share with people based on my actually Burning Man experiences at our Poly Paradise large camp. So anyway, that's basically what I wanted to say.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, Atira. And honestly, I have not put enough time and attention in yet to planning the LA retreat as far as our accommodations. Shri and Kira have gotten a large place in Marina Del Rey where they're going to do some of their events. And I'm still looking at which housing. One of the things I need to find out from people as soon as possible is who is coming down and going to be a part of the big house, who's going to be part of the shared house, just like we had a shared house in Sedona. I know that Maureen and Jennifer are planning on that. Of course, Omashar and I, Atira, but I need to know, like, I'm not sure Bonnie and Roger are coming down this time. So need to know who's coming down and who's going to want to share a house again. So I know how large a house and how many rooms to get. So that's something that I definitely need. Tangela is in the house. I'm going to go to her in a moment. I just want to take a quick look at some of the messages here. Thank you. George is working on a science of body module for CSL, which he'll share with us. Yes, a reminder, you can save the chat. Just go down to the bottom of the chat. There's 3 little dots. Click on them and it says save chat. And that's how you can save the chat for the different links, all the different links. And for those of you watching on Facebook, that's why you want to come into the Zoom room, because we put so many links into the chat box. Every presenter that we have, today we don't really have presenters as much as a conversation. Like last time, we must have put 20 links into the chat box because we had all these different presenters from all over the world doing things. So I think, oh, Dorina had something that I haven't read yet, and then we're going to go to Tangela. Dorina writes, another topic that has garnered more controversy and notoriety lately, that has so much potential and opportunities for new ways of both personal and community expressing, sharing, and evolution, is artificial intelligence. It would be great to bring to focus so many useful and unique applications of AI that we already use and sometimes take for granted, like the amazingly accurate online translation services of Google and DuckDuckGo, the music creation services of almost sure I'll let you figure out how to say that word, for newbies, and even the live closed captions right here in Zoom that are useful for George and so many of us. So that is a great idea. Let's do a show on AI before AI takes over the world. It's a good idea. I like that. I'll add that. Oh, good. Roger wants to come to the retreat. Yes, I know. I've got to get together the information. All right. I'm going to bring on Tangela. Then Fanny is going to play some harp. And then I think around that time, Shri and Kira will be joining us. But let me find Tangela. I know that she's somewhere here. Go to gallery view. Where are you, Tangela? Oh, there she is. Hey, you didn't have your camera on.
Oh, I didn't. You see it? I have it on.
Now I do. Now I do.
Okay.
All right. Hi there.
Hi, good morning, everyone. How are you all this Sacred Sunday?
Oh, I want to say, I'm going to turn it over to her in a moment to share a little bit about all the wonderful things she's doing. But Tangela is an amazing person to collaborate with. First off, she clearly doesn't sleep, because whenever I text her, she texts me back within minutes, even if it's some ungodly early morning hour or late night hour. Or there's 2 Tangelas. I don't know, maybe you've learned how to bilocate. There's the one that's, enjoying Yab Yum with Charlie, while there's the other one who's on the computer all the time. I don't know how you do it, but thank you for all that you create. And I love collaborating with you. And yeah, so tell us what you're up to.
Thank you, Scott. And I just want to thank everyone who joined us yesterday for the Integrators Summit, especially Scott and Omashar here. Both of you, really thank you so much. We had a lot of great new faces, people we were able to meet, wisdom shared, and thank you all for who were able to join from this group. I know Pat was there, and Mark Danisovsky, Charlotte. So, we really appreciate all of you guys so much. And we just love how our community just continues to expand every day. And Omashar, thank you for all of your uplifting music all day yesterday. That was beautiful.
That was fun. I really enjoyed myself and I learned a lot.
Thank you. Yeah, me too. Me too. It was great. And, we're just constantly looking to create events where we're bringing in new people, new communities, and really building this, this diverse family that we have stronger and stronger. So following up on that, we actually have a live event coming up next Saturday. For those of you who are in the Bay Area, we are going to be having a Soul Search Psychic and Healing Fair on Saturday, February 25th. It's totally free to attend. It's in San Rafael. We have a lot of amazing speakers and healers, psychics, body workers, crystals. I'm going to be posting the speaker schedule tomorrow, but we have a lot of amazing talks on the Akashic Records. There'll be a seance at 11 a.m. There's talks on emotional intimacy. I think Christy Michaels is giving a talk on how the story of Mary Magdalene's awakening is played out in the Disney's The Little Mermaid. So we'll be having a lot of fun live talks, as well as a lot of different booths and vendors and psychics and healers. So for any of you who are in the Bay Area or accessible, feel free to come by. I dropped the link in the chat. You can just pre-register for free. And, we do expect a big turnout. I know Bonnie and Roger were there last time. And, I hope you guys had a good time, and I hope you'll be back again next Saturday. And Scott, I wanted to ask you, did you want to have a Global Peace Tribe table or booth there for you for just to showcase the Global Peace Tribe and all the work that you're doing and the shows? And if so, if you wanted to have anyone from the community who can attend be a part of that as well.
I would need for somebody else to run it because I've actually made a commitment to be in Sedona. I've been invited. So I'm actually heading to Sedona on Friday. I've got to be.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Actually, I'm heading down. I'm going to leave here Thursday night. And I've got to be in Sedona by Friday afternoon. So I'm not going to be at the psychic fair, but I will be at the big LA psychic fair for sure, because that's going to be a big part of our retreat.
Exactly. Well, so let me know if you do want to have any materials or anything there for Global Peace Tribe, because, I'm always happy to be promoting the Awakening World shows and the Global Peace Tribe at the show, and, encourage everyone to attend. And then, like Scott mentioned, we are going to have another one in LA on April 2nd at the LAX Hilton. It'll be part of the whole weekend of festivities with the Global Peace Tribe retreat. And then we'll be having another one in Scottsdale on April 30th for those of you in Arizona. So we're definitely, continuing to do live events. And I love coordinating and collaborating with Scott too. We do these psychic and healing fairs and the music festivals and the retreats, and having everyone be able to come together and meet in person is really amazing and uplifting for everyone. And I just wanted to mention there is a Global Peace Tribe group in the Soul Search community. So that's something I did drop that link in the chat. So for those of you who want to join that group, it's another great way to stay connected. And Scott, maybe we can talk about different ways we can keep it active and, share different clips in the group, and anything else that, would be a good idea, or all these things that people are sharing together in the chat on the shows, also then maybe putting them into the group chat. So maybe people who miss them could still go to the links or find them. Because I know there's so much sharing that happens here, and we want to be able to continue building on that and letting people who maybe didn't catch the full show be able to jump in and at least catch the links that people are putting in, and
those are great ideas. Great ideas. So yes, let's do that. Like Donna was saying, Donna was suggesting, how do we find those links? So that might be, if we could, make that through Soul Search, drive people to the Soul Search. That's a great idea.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at the end of every,
Soul Search TV. Tell us about Soul Search
TV.
Oh
yeah, exactly. And we have Soul Search TV launching, which is very exciting. It is going to be a channel. It is a channel on Roku and Amazon. So you'll be able to access it from your TV, from your own home. It is a completely free channel that is going to, because our mission is to have spirituality and conscious content available for everyone all over. And we want to keep growing our global peace tribe and our Soul Search community wider and wider and wider, and reaching bigger and bigger audiences. So the Soul Search, so I see George is asking, you busy, yes. So we do have a YouTube channel, which is great. But the reason we wanted to create this TV channel is because 85 million people, over 85 million people have access to Roku and Amazon. And like you guys, we all go on Hulu, Netflix, Roku, Amazon, and start searching. And so we want to really create this channel to have spirituality and conscious content available for everyone, wherever they are, from the comfort of their own living room. And we're going to be putting a lot of different programs. A lot of our practitioners, like Scott and, all of the ones that you've seen come on our show, on this Awakening World shows, are creating their own shows. We have amazing shows in the works, everything from spiritual expansion, the Akashic Records, Elohim transmissions, food alchemy. So we have a lot of different shows that people are creating, and we are planning to start launching the shows hopefully in the next month. The channel is actually ready to go. It's getting the content ready to start streaming. So we will definitely keep you guys posted on that, and you'll be able to access it from the comfort of your own home. And we're really excited about it, Scott.
George said it. It's true. I don't know how you get as much. I mean, you're the only person I know who does more than I do. It's amazing. And you have a relationship. I don't know how you do it. I really don't.
Well, I get the energy from all you guys. So for me, it's just a lot of fun. And I get
a lot of energy from. It's true. It really is true. It does create a cycle of energy. Being busy, keeps me young, I think. I mean, I look pretty good for 142.
Scott, you're definitely going to be here till you're 542. So
that's the plan. That's the plan. Tangela, thank you so much for everything you do. Stick around a little bit, because Shri and Kira are going to be here in a moment. But it is now time to go to our beloved Fanny. Hi, Fanny.
Hi, sweetheart.
Oh, I'm so excited that we get to just drop into your harp music. I loved doing the meditation this morning with you playing harp. It just was, I don't know how it was for everybody else, but I sure enjoyed hearing it while it really was very inspiring. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I'm here of service. I am here to share the love. That's who I truly am, is to be of the Global Peace Tribe. And by the way, we are in BC, Canada, and we are deeply looking for sustainable community somewhere on the land where we could share our gifts and our wisdom to the children. And as we become elders, we have so much to teach, so much to share. So we are in BC. If anyone has anything, we are on the lookout for our tribe over here. I know you guys are over there, but we are over here.
I really am sure that if we could look into the crystal ball and see 5 years from now, a lot of us are living together. A lot of us are living together in intentional communities. I'm sure that that's where this is going.
Yeah.
You know, we're now meeting each other, we're developing our friendships, we're developing some professional partnerships, and we probably will end up, you know, developing how we all can live together as well.
Yeah, and we are getting ready more also within our own selves to be able to live with other people, because you have to be able to live with yourself before you can live with others. So are you able to make peace? This is the test, is that as we make peace, we can live with each other.
That's right.
Yes.
Well, let's all drop into the beauty of you.
Soleil, the sunshine. Let the sunshine. Let the sunshine in. Soleil, 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 remember who you truly are, remember.
So you have some beautiful twinkles. God, that was so gorgeous.
Thank you.
Just so gorgeous.
I like the Om sign on your new harp, Fanny. Where did you get the
Yes.
harp from?
My harp was totally a magical day. What happened is that as I kept my peace and I believed in the prayer of love, there was a friend of mine lent me my other harp I had for 5 years when her son went to the other side. He committed suicide. So it was very, very difficult. And over the time I was teaching him the harp. He took my purple harp. He fell in love with the harp. He got himself a harp. And when he passed, my sister sold me the harp, gave me the harp with tears, and knowing that it was a beautiful gift of heavens. And then on the day of something happened very, very dramatic. And I said, the harp will stay in heaven, my dear, because if you go this way into the dark, this harp is not going into. But you know, people believe that as deep as they go into the dark, they will find their way back to the light. So as my friend really wanted her harp back, and it was like very dramatic, and I did not answer all these false accusations, and then I stayed in my peace, and then this harp was gifted to me on Valentine's Day.
Wow.
And as I did not answer to this darkness, and understood that my friend was going through so much pain and suffering, and I stayed pure in my heart. I trusted and I forgive. And so this harp came to me on Valentine's, and my friend showed up at the door and cried and say, I'm so sorry for the mess, and I truly love you. And it uplifted because I stayed in my peace. So this harp came on the same day. It got delivered by the Sun Children. This woman was from the Sun Children, and she delivered it from the islands to here, while the other harp was staying here until it would go back to heaven, because harps are only heavenly.
What
So
a
when my
perfect
friend-
resolution.
It was
And
an
it
amazing.
sounds really beautiful because you have no effects on it whatsoever. It's just a
No.
simple mic and your room. It's lovely. So
Yeah, so
resonant,
this is a miracle harp.
right? There it is.
It is a miracle
Wow.
story.
Yes.
So as we keep our peace and do not go into people's stories, and we keep them in the light, they
Absolutely.
transform.
Yes.
They do transform, and they understand that it is their journey they take to go there. And I took my journey to stay here, knowing that it's all God, it's all love, it's all light. And God gifted me of this amazing gift of life.
Thank you, Fanny, for sharing that. Wow.
So it is.
I'm so
While you were telling the story, it was exactly 11:11. Love you so much, Fanny. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
She has such a pure heart, doesn't she? She's just, there's a purity to Fanny, and it comes through in her music and in her voice and all that she shares. So we're still waiting for Shri and Kira. They're supposed to be here any moment, but I was kind of waiting for them to talk about the retreat, but I'll share a little more information. And I apologize for not having more details. I've just been juggling a lot. But here's what I can tell you. Everything's going to start with on March 28th in Los Angeles at the Wisdom is going to be this incredible LA Converges event. And it's going to be all afternoon and evening. Kristen Hoffman, Omashar, Pato and Antoinette, Shri and Kira, myself, a lot of people are going to be there. All the musicians I just mentioned will be playing music, and that's happening all afternoon and evening on Tuesday, March 28th. Then on Wednesday, March 29th, we're all going to go up to Lake Elsinore, which is about an hour and 15 minutes away from West LA, to the land that the 31 acres that Pato and Antoinette have recently purchased. So they're going to be doing a whole land blessing with Shri and Kira and a shaman that they're bringing. And so that's going to be on Wednesday. Then on Thursday will be kind of the start of the Global Peace Tribe Retreat. Now, I know Shri and Kira are going to be offering private sessions for people that day. They have a place in Marina del Rey that they've arranged. And they also are bringing a shaman. And hopefully when they're here, they're going to be here. I see that their assistant is giving us some information. So they will be doing things. And we will start our Global Peace Tribe activities, and we'll gather and we'll probably do some things at the beach. And then on Friday during the day is when Connie and Maureen and Wowza will be doing some stuff. Omashar will be playing music. We also have Kimberly Meredith is going to be doing psychic intuitive readings for us. And then Friday night, Shri and Kira are going to be doing a salon to kind of introduce people to their work. And then on Saturday during the day, they're going to be leading a very intensive experience. And when they join us in a few minutes, they can talk more about that intensive experience that they're going to be providing on Saturday. Then on Saturday night is when this psychedelia experience is going to be happening at the Wisdom. So that'll be an option that we can all go to that. Or if people prefer to stay in our local digs and hang out, that's another option. And like we did in Sedona, there'll be options. And then Sunday morning, in the early part of the morning, Pato and Antoinette are going to lead a spiritual experience for us. They're going to do kind of a sacred Sunday service with Pato and Antoinette live with us, kind of doing their ministry thing. And then we're going to head over to the Psychic Fair. And we'll be at the Psychic Fair all afternoon. And then Sunday night, we'll come back and we'll have some sort of a closing ceremony. If enough people want to stay over on Monday, then we'll add experiences on Monday. And that'll just depend on how many people are coming and who wants to stay over for Monday. So that's the current plan. And yeah, Omashar is reminding me that a lot of what Pato and Antoinette teach is based on the Urantia book. They have studied the Urantia book, which is a fascinating, I don't know how many of you are familiar with, but it's like this incredibly epic kind of channeled writing, similar to how Course in Miracles was channeled. The Urantia book is a channeled book, if you will, of the true mystical history of this planet. And so it's an incredible book. I actually just spent Friday night with Pato and Antoinette in person. They were close by in Sonoma County. So Deborah Giusti and I led a conversation with them. We had dinner with them, and then they were doing a concert. But prior to the concert, we led an hour-long chat with them with the audience so people could get to know them more. And they're really excited, and they're off to Brazil on Tuesday, if you can believe it. They're doing a concert down in Brazil for Carnival. But they're going to be back, and they're going to be a big part of the LA week that we're all sharing together. So I will get more details. If you're interested in coming down, please text me. I'll put you on the interested list. So it's not a firm commitment, but if you're interested in possibly coming to the Los Angeles retreat and events, text me at 707-295-7406. I've also put that into the chat box. But for anybody who's watching on Facebook or YouTube, if you're interested in coming to the LA events, the Psychic Fair, and Shri and Kira and Pato and Antoinette and all that's happening, send me a text message, 707-295-7406. Please don't call because I don't even check my voicemail that often. But you can text me. I'm very good about keeping texts and replying to people on text message. Doreen is asking how many of these are going to be streamed. I'm going to do my best to stream as many of them as I possibly can. So of course it'll be a full Awakening World experience of, including you in all that we're doing. I need to ask Shri and Kira how they feel about live streaming their event. I don't know if that's going to be an opportunity or not. Yeah, I promise I'm going to do my best to stream as much of it as I possibly can. Well, while we're still waiting, I got the message that Shri and Kira are still planning on coming. So hopefully they will be here soon. But I think while we're waiting, let's go to, I'll go to gallery view. If anybody has any thoughts or questions, raise your hand. Otherwise, I'm going to go to Om Ashar for a song. Are there any other thoughts or questions? No? Okay, Om Ashar, you're up, partner.
Change your heart and look around you. Change your heart, it will astound you. Cause I need your loving like the sunshine. Everybody's coming home sometime. Everybody's coming home sometime. Everybody's coming home sometime. Oh, oh, oh. free your mind from limitation. And fill your life with inspiration. Because we all need loving, like the sunshine. Everybody's gotta learn sometime. Everybody's got to learn sometime. Everybody's gotta learn sometime. Oh, 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 change your heart and look around you. And change your heart, it will astound you. Because I need your loving, like the sunshine. And everybody's coming home sometime. Everybody's coming home sometime. Everybody's gotta learn sometime.
Wow, let's all twinkle. It's great to see everybody dancing and moving to the music. I love that.
Twinkle Shah. And just as a disclaimer, that was a song that I reinterpreted and wrote a new verse for. And it was actually originally written by Beck. And he just wrote a one-verse song. And I expanded it and wrote a new verse and made it into something which was Omar Shah-esque.
Very Omar Shah-esque. I love it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, we still haven't seen or heard from Sri and Kira, so I've got a couple other announcements. I am going to be participating in the Relationship Summit. That's actually started already, to be honest, but you guys are all here. But when you're done being here, I encourage you to swing over to the Relationship Summit. It's happening both online and also in person. And Eleanor Joy is there right now with, oh gosh, our other friend up in British Columbia who she was with last night. Water or something.
Waterfall.
Waterfall.
No, Waterfall Good, I think.
Yes, yes, Waterfall Good. They are together in there. But anyway, you can go to the Relationship Summit. It is an online event, and you can get a big discount by using the discount code of Scott10. Scott10 will get you $10 off. I forget what it is. I think it's like $40.
Well, I have something interesting. I actually joined it the other night, and I paid my cash, and it's in Canadian, and I put the discount in. It was like $45 or something total, but it gave you a whole free year of membership to Relationflix, which is at an undiscounted price, $199, or with a discount, $149. But I got the whole thing for $45, including a year. It's like, hello. And so, and I think that if you can't join this afternoon, there'll be replays. So it's worth getting in now.
Thank you so much for bringing that up, because it's true. Relationflix is amazing, and we did do a show with them recently. But I'm going to take people there just again as a reminder, because they've done an amazing job. This is the website, Relationflix. So go ahead and join. Go join the summit. I'll put the link into the chat box in a moment. Join the summit, but then you get a free full year. And these are all the educators. And about half of these people you've seen on my show, and about half of them have actually been trained by me through the Love Coach Academy, such as Jessica Osterday as an example. And Rika, who's wonderful. And there, of course, is our beloved Trish Wright. Stephen, who is the founder of Relationflix, took my course 4 times because he's a total Relationflix geek. And so when you join, you get access to all these incredible videos that have already been created. So you can find almost any imaginable course. And these are all the different things that you'll find. There I am teaching, of course, about communication, attachment theory, conflict resolution, emotional intelligence, heartbreak and trauma healing, intimacy and sexuality, personal development, relationship tools, spirituality. And those are all different topics. And then when you click any of those things, so you'll click, navigating depression, then it takes you to several different videos on those topics. There are hundreds of well-produced, pre-recorded videos all on Relationflix. So register for the Relationship Summit. Enjoy meeting some of the presenters today, but then you've got a 1-year subscription. It's a really, really good deal. Really, really good deal. So thank you, Omashar, for sharing that. And I'll get the link into the chat box in a moment. Also, I wanted to let people know, a reminder that Deborah Giusti she really is the Ascension Queen. And she's got this amazing program that's about to start called Ascension Revealed. And if you haven't already downloaded her Ascension Tips booklet, definitely do that. And then on February 23rd, so that's this Thursday, she's got a free online workshop. And then if people really are enjoying, they can buy the whole series, because there'll be 2 more shows on March 9th and March 16th. So definitely want to encourage you to do that. And you go to ascensionnow.org. Ascensionnow.org. I'm going to put it into the now, ascensionnow.org. Did I get it? No, I failed. I think there's only one N. Well, what is it? Let's see. ascensionnow.org is what she's saying. Oh, there are two. Okay, let me try one more time. Ascension. Where did I fail? Well, while I'm figuring that out, something else came up that I am also going to be participating in. The following, I'm doing too much right now. Okay, take a breath. In April, there's a portal to Ascension, whole lot of Ascension going on. There's the Sedona Ascension Conference in March. There's Deborah Giusti's Ascension stuff happening, which is how I got onto this. But then when I put in Ascension, this also came up. And I'm also going to be participating, and I'm going to be bringing the Awakening World live from this conference in San Diego in April. But if any of you want to come to it, a lot going on in Southern California right now and a lot going on around Ascension. April 21st to 23rd, Portal to Ascension, my collaborators, Neil Gar, is doing an amazing conference. And he's got Adam Apollo and Larissa Stowe and all those people that you see in the poster here. So April 21st to 23rd, a lot of us will be in San Diego attending that conference. And again, for Deborah Giusti, go to ascensionnow.org. And Charlotte has just created a page, a Global Peace Tribe Retreat page on Facebook. So she'll put the link into the chat box in a moment and I'll show it to everybody. Where's Charlotte? I'm going to put her on camera so we can all twinkle her. If she has her camera on. Turn your camera on, Charlotte, so we can honor and adore you and embarrass you a little bit. There she is. Hey, Charlotte, thank you so much. Hey.
My pleasure. I don't know what I'm doing with the page yet. I just created it really fast, but we can use that as just kind of a central place. As we get more information, we can start to just post it and then drive everyone to the page as a way as updates come in. And we'll see what happens. It can't hurt, right?
That's awesome. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you.
So if you search on Facebook, it's just called Global Peace Tribe -Retreat.
Great. So maybe if you can just grab the URL and pop it into the chat box for us, Charlotte, that would be great.
Okay, I'll try and do that. I'm on 2 different devices here. I'll try to do that.
Charlotte, thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to seeing you and Jennifer in Los Angeles. And
we are so excited. We cannot wait. So
it's going to be really, really fun. Really, really fun. I saw Darina's note. Let me see. I'm going to, Omashar, could you kind of manage things for a minute? Because I'm going to go into the RelationFlix emails that they've sent me. And I see Roger has his hand up. So I'm going to put you and Roger up to chat while I see if I can find the right RelationFlix discount code. Because I know they sent a new one out last night or 2 days ago.
Hey, Roger.
And Roger, you're on camera with Omashar.
I wanted to say, Charlotte, I already created a Global Peace Tribe Retreat group page on. It's already there. I think you may have joined it. So we can drive everybody there for details about the retreats. So check that out.
okay, perfect. Perfect.
And
okay.
there's also, I created a chat for it as well. So yeah, it's been there for a month or so now or more.
Yeah, I think I am part of it. I think you're right, Roger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Roger, can you
So
can you
anyway,
put that URL?
Love your song this morning. It's good to hear about Kathy Zavada created that song.
It's amazing. She's a beautiful soul. She's so devoted to divine life and divine spirit.
I heard her up at Unity of the Gold Country in Grass Valley.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I used to live in Mount Shasta, so we hung out somewhat up there. But she was also in that. There's an insane fire in somewhere Paradise in California.
Yeah.
I think she was off, and she came back, and everything in her life was wiped out. Her house, her keyboards, her music, everything. And so she had to start from scratch again. And,
I know. I'm aware. That's like, wow, it's
insane.
bad.
So Roger, the GPT group you created, can you put the website in the chat, please?
I will do that. Okay.
That'd be excellent.
Yeah, I got to go get my phone. It's in the other room, but I will do that.
And where's our beloved Fanny?
Talking. And if anybody's interested, I think Kathy Zavada is a minister at called Unity of the Lake in Lake Tahoe.
Yes, it is. I put her details earlier in the chat, her website and that information.
Yeah.
It's actually Kathy.
And if anybody of the guys here are interested, there's a Unity Western Region retreat in May. I can put information, later. If it, text me, email me. My number is anyway. I'll put that in the chat if any of the guys are interested. It's a specifically Unity Men's Group retreat.
Wonderful.
So yeah, it'll be up in what's it called? Zephyr Point in Lake Tahoe. Yeah.
Excellent.
Beautiful. Thank you, Roger. Thank you. And if you get that URL into the chat box right away, that would be awesome. Thank you for doing that. So, and thank you for covering. I did find the information. So I just put into the chat box the link for the Relationship Summit. But then if you scroll just above that, you'll see where you'll see the coupon code. Use the coupon code subscribers100, or you can also get $10 off the ticket by using Dolphin10. And Dorina said that is working now. So thank you, Dorina.
Yay.
Thank you so much. Well, I don't know what happened to Shri and Kira.
No, I reached out as well. Their assistant has disappeared offline here, and I reached out to Jess, but I haven't heard anything back. So I know that they have a Sunday event as well. So they might have been attempting to juggle it into that. So
okay,
we might just have to get a pre-record from them.
Right. All right. Well, we will get more details out to everybody. Did you use up your closing song?
Fanny's going to close us out.
Great. Perfect.
Aren't you, Fanny?
All right.
Well, actually, she's going to open us up.
I do. Here it comes. You probably recognize some of it is improvised because I am a harp purple priestess improviser, and I just follow the spirit. So this one, it comes from a little sting and a little of star.
So do you have your original sound on, Fanny?
Do I? Yeah, still. Of course, it is. I didn't change the thing.
Good.
Wait, I didn't change the thing.
Just checking because we want you to sound awesome.
So how does it sound now? Good?
Oh, thank you, Fanny. Fanny, you had mentioned that there was something you wanted to share with our audience about how people can support you. You had something new in mind.
Well, actually, it's going to be for next Saturday. Next Saturday, with your show coming up next week, I will have something that I will share a keynote of meditation for people if they want to have their birth date. I will have, it's a soul note that will create a meditation for a special person with your birthday, the day you are born, and I will study a little bit of your numerology and your energy, and then I will improvise a meditation just for you. It's a soundscape of harp unique to each person. So I will have that ready on next Saturday. So if you wanted to have your own personal meditation for healing, for joy, for more prosperity, I will be bringing that to the world and putting it on a little digital thing and send it to you. So if you want to have the harp vagary and that, we'll do that together. We'll study your soul key.
That sounds wonderful. And
Yeah.
that's going to be next Saturday night. Our show on Saturday night is going to be all about enlightened partnerships. And so Fanny and Vibari are going to be with us. Shamishka, remember James and Ishka, a wonderful duo, they're going to be with us.
Yes.
Pato and Antoinette, Renee and Anthony, Kamala Devi and Michael, and it's co-hosted with Christy Michaels. So that's going to be next Saturday night's show. And also remember that you can get Fanny's music by going to Bandcamp. You'll find her and Vagari on Bandcamp as the Mystiques 1111. The Mystiques 1111 on Bandcamp. So, Fanny, thank you so much for joining us. I'll bring our beloved brother Omashar back up. And thank you, Roger, for putting the link to the Global Peace Tribe Retreat. I noticed, by the way, Roger, when I just went to join that we have to be accepted. So I don't know if you want to make the settings that you have to accept people or that anybody can join. So that's up to you. But if as we're joining, then you need to make sure you let us in, that we can be part of the group you started, because we want to be a part of it. So
It was really lovely hearing our voices today. How beautiful is that? People just jumping in and speaking. It's like, wow, it's much more resonant than text.
yeah, it is. It's great to get to know each other, right?
It is.
You know,
It's lovely.
I did really get the vision as we were talking. It's like, oh yeah, a lot of us are going to end up being in actual living community together. That's clearly where this is heading for a lot of us. So that's pretty exciting.
And let's hope that we can get Sri and Kira back with us in the next little while, because it's really important that they share what they wanted to share.
Absolutely. Omashar, I'm going to private message you. So as soon as you hang up, take a look at your Facebook Messenger about that.
Brother.
'Cause
Namaste, everybody. Maybe gallery view.
Gallery view one more time, one last time. Thank you, everybody, for those who are still with us. Kind of a unique show. I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you, Karen and Charlotte and Margie and George and Atira and Lori and Sage and Lynn, Leaf, Scotty, Pat. I'm only reading the people that have their cameras on. There's Jennifer, Dia, Reverend Jeffrey. Thank you, everybody, for being with us.
Charlotte.
We will see you next Wednesday night for the Awakening World.
Martha.
Everybody have a wonderful
Scott.
and maybe I'll see you on Relation Flicks later this afternoon.
What time is your sharing?
I'm on a panel that goes on at 4:30, I believe.
PST.
Yeah, 4:30 Pacific time. That's right. Thank you, Omashar.
See you.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, I gotta save the chat.